As usual, I love talking to you all, but I was really confused where to start from or what do I tell you about, because I have so much to tell about myself. I can like go on and on and on and on. So in the quest of defining myself, Namaste, I am Lekha Dharawat and I am from India. I am really obliged to represent India in front of you all in the District 6250, Rotary Exchange 2018 and 19. My grandmother, my dad, my elder brother and my mom are the fuel to my life. Growing up in the family of teachers and trainers, I have realized the importance of knowledge, not only theoretically or practically, but intellectually as a whole. It helps me to come to correct conclusions about how to solve our problems, how to distinguish between what is right and correct. My parents are my biggest inspirations and have always motivated me to add values to others' lives. Growing up and studying to become something, I have always dreamt of becoming an arts teacher. Then I changed my mind to become a computer engineer. And now finally I think that I should become an entrepreneur. However, I like to express myself through dance, and I was introduced to Bharatnatyam, an Indian classical dance form, when I was very young, and I continued it for 11 consecutive years. Soon I started doing folk dancing, and then I came and did Western dancing, and you can see the picture over there. It is like a Bollywood fuse, and we crossed 77 million views on YouTube. We got the golden play button, like that is my group over there, and this is one of the screenshots. I have like 5 to 6 videos like that. Here am I in the radios. So apart from only dancing, I have also been trained as a radio jockey, and I went on air quite a few times after I was in grade 10. In grade 5th or 6th, I was also a part of an Indo-Chinese movie called The Desire, but apparently I haven't seen it myself because that was an adult movie. So we have censorship in, I was just dancing in the movie.
It'll be an investigation.
What was the name of that again?
It is an Indo-Chinese movie called The Desire. Yeah. I also tried for the dance team in SPHS, and luckily I was selected in the dance team. So yeah, this happened just last week, and I'm going to start practicing from next week.
When's the first show?
I don't know. I'll let you know. I have taken a lot of new subjects in the school, which was like about entrepreneurship and management. And we were learning about how business works or how to become an entrepreneur and many things. And I was in awe that how wonderfully everything is managed and how you all have the education system on the practical basis. Because in India, we have to decide our streams, like when we are done with our grade 10. So we say that we are done with the school in grade 10. We are in college in like 11, 12. Then we graduate. Like we have the bachelor's, and then we have the master's, and then the PhDs. So it's quite different, but I think the concepts are the same. So I had to decide in which stream I had to be. It should have been in arts, commerce or science. So if I am in science, I can switch to commerce or arts later on. But if I take commerce from after 10th, like in my college, I cannot go back to science. I have to drop the subjects like science and maths. So I have to choose. I chose to take commerce and I dropped science and maths. When I came here, I tried to take Algebra 1 and it was quite fun. Like I was really afraid of doing maths, but I overcame that fear and it was super fun. But later on I changed my mind that I'm never going to do maths, so let's drop it and like take strength and conditioning, which was like so it was about the gym, and I was again in an awe that how am I supposed to do gymming in school? Like this is like a very new concept for me, and say it luckily or bad luckily, I had the strength and conditioning in the first period on Mondays. So that's like, I'm tired the whole day. Yeah, so it was my strength and conditioning this week. I switched my subject this week, and it was the homecoming week. The Saturday, like the next day after Friday, I had to go for the dance, homecoming dance. And I was wearing, okay, let me go ahead and show you my outfit. So I was wearing this, like it is like really high heels, if you can see. And I had sore feet, I had sore thighs, I could not climb the stairs, I could not walk. And if you see, that is the ground, and that day it was raining. So I was sinking down the ground. My heels were in the ground. So that is really crazy and funny. Today is October 2nd. In Hindi it's called October, and this is 2nd of October, which has the significance of our great freedom fighter, leader Mahatma Gandhi. And I have given Indian currency to Anne, which she can pass on, and you all can see how it looks like. Gandhiji is on the note, and he was, I think you all might have heard of Gandhiji. He used to practice what he preaches. He was very against from violence, and he was a very firm believer in live and let live. I am a Jain, and we have the same kind of philosophy that you should live and let live. That day when I came from India, like the first day when Tony had come to pick me up, I practiced Indian tradition, which is of touching feet. So I came and touched her feet, like I came forward and like touched her feet, and she was like, oh my god, what just happened? So actually what it means is like you bow down and you say that you are keeping all your ego aside and you're respecting the person, and the feet has all our energy down. You know, we have a lot of energy in the feet, so if I touch your feet, it's like the acupressure point and the energy flows, and I also transmit my positivity to the person. And after touching their feet, I also touch my head and my heart. That means that from all my senses and from bottom of my heart. So this is something I wanted to share. I can also show you this. How many of you all love chai? Woo! There it is. My evening snack. And this is my photography, if in case you like it. That is pani puri, which is a snack in India, which was one of my favorites, and is my favorite, but just I cannot have it for a year. It is spicy and it's crispy. So ever in case you all come to India, definitely try pani puri. That is misal pav, again super spicy, and it is the bun with kind of, I don't know whether you all have pulses or not. It's like
Lentil.
lentil, yeah, we call it lentil. And there is buttermilk in 2 flavors. Yeah. So I think I still have a lot of time, and I can read out one of my essays. I also write when I'm free, and here I go. I can like read my essay when I had written 2 years ago. It is about 7 wonders of India. Well, we have all heard about the 7 wonders of the world. But the question is whether the beauty of a place only subjected to the physical structures. Is Taj Mahal the only wonder of India? Are people living in the country indifferent in any ways? Let me answer to all your questions by taking you to a tour to the 7 wonders of India. Firstly, its landscape stretches wide from the jaw-dropping mountains like Great Himalayas to mesmerizing seas like Kanyakumari, deserts like Thar to beaches like Goa. One can study almost all the geographical laws of nature here in this country. We can experience heaven on earth, blessed by its climate and structure. Secondly, the languages. A language has never been a barrier to shed love from an Indian. Every part of India has its own language, varying in numerous types within with a single originality. Even slang language wouldn't sound like offense. Our tongues doesn't need sugar coatings like Willy Wonka. Thirdly, the dressing doesn't hide the beauty of the soul. A burqa. Do you all know what a burqa is? Yeah. A burqa doesn't cover the sparkling personality of a Muslim. A 6-inch gap between a blouse and a ghagra doesn't define a Gujarati's character. Or a removed pagdi. Pagdi? Do you know what a pagdi is? So Punjabis wear a kind of turban on their heads and they are not supposed to take it out in the public. So yeah. Pagdi doesn't reduce the pride of a Punjabi. We adopt to styles with a little more Indian spice. Fourthly, our occupations. We are mainly known for our agriculture, but we aren't left behind in any other fields too. Men and women stand shoulder to shoulder, let it be in science, arts or commerce. Age has never been a barrier to the job of earning money. It has always been about passion, hard work and dedication. Fifthly, our social or religious customs. Every Indian is given the freedom to have his or own belief and value system. It is the largest democracy of the world. The differences do not come in the way of unity. What comes at the end of the day is happiness, love and affection. Our constitution is the proof to our sovereignty. Sixth, entertainment and festivals. Bollywood, on-screen or off-screen. Celebrities or real heroes, like the soldiers of our nation, provide handful, or rather say, armful entertainment to all around the world. People have been taught to enjoy stress and make disappointments a part of life. Every moment is a celebration for an Indian. Just the methods and the festive vibes will put you in an awe. 7. Handicrafts and housing. Crafts and art has always been in limelight here. The exports play an important role in our economy. Huge population brings out great space for love, but less for housing. Anyhow, home is where the heart is. So this was our little tour to the 7 wonders of India, with the speed of a local train in Mumbai. I can also share some of the crazy facts with you all, which you might not be knowing. And I'll add on a little more. Something is I've written and something I have it on my mind. So, have you ever played Snakes and Ladders? Ooh. Because when I asked this to my host family, they were like, I don't know what that game is. But Snakes and Ladders is one of the most popular board games in the world. Do you know where was it invented? India. India was led the world in diamond production, where sugar was first consumed. whose Kabaddi team has won all the World Cups. Kabaddi, have you heard of the game Kabaddi? Oh, obviously no. Okay, so Kabaddi is basically, I also play that with the beaches, so I wonder if I could show you the video. Okay, what happens is like we have like a field and it's divided into halves. There are teams on both the sides, and both the teams, one player comes in between and chases each other to grab them and pull them to their side. So it's somewhat similar like football, like a little bit, but it's like different rules. So you just have to like was in India, if you all know about Kohinoor.
Oh yes.
Yeah. We are the ones who discovered water on the moon, which is world's largest milk producer. India, second only to USA when it comes to speaking English. Now you know why am I fluent in English. It may also interest you to know that many of the English words come from Sanskrit. For example, Matra becomes mother, Bhatra becomes brother, Jamati becomes geometry, Trigonometry becomes trigonometry. India is the nation where we allow a lady of Catholic origin to step aside for Sikh to be sworn as a prime minister by a Muslim president to govern a nation of over 80% of Hindus. We have 5,600 newspapers, 35,000 magazines in over 21 different languages, with a combined readership of 12 crores. We have the third largest world in the world of doctors, engineers, and scientists. We have the third largest army in the world, and even then, we do not believe that we are above or beneath any other country. Okay, so one more interesting fact is that the first plastic surgery was done in India. Before we found out how to get plastic surgeries done in Brazil, it was before 30 years in India. But that was written in Sanskrit, so to translate that we were quite late. But yeah, so crazy. Anything else you would like to know about me?
Your town, where you grew up, how big is
Oh,
it?
okay.
How many?
I am from Nasik. It is like 3 hours away from Mumbai, and we are known for grapes. And we have a lot of exports, so maybe you come across grapes from Nasik. We also have, so we have grapes, we have wineries. So the world famous winery is called the Sula Wines, and we also have a very big fest called the Sula Fest, which you can come and see someday.
You said you're following the path of commerce in
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
Where exactly are you at in your education? Obviously, you're taking a year off to be here.
Yeah, that is a very nice question. And the one very big question for me was, should I drop a year and come here? Because in India, it's like you have your preschool from when you are 2 years of your age till the next 4 years. So calculatively, we are 6 years old. When we step into the first grade, first to 10 years, when I'm 16 years of old, I am completed with the grade 10th. And then for the next 2 years, I do my college, 11th and 12th. So I'm 18. I'm 18 right now. And I have completed 12th. So I can say that I have done my college. And now I'm going to go in bachelor's and pursue my graduation. So this year would be counted as the gap year. And they would not consider as me studying anywhere. So, yeah.
So where do you have university picked? Do you have a university in
Oh
mind?
my god.
Idea?
Oh my god.
Or too
Oh
many?
my god. I want to question mark myself. I haven't decided any university or any kind of course which I have to take, because I'm here to explore. I'm here to test my own horizons. I'm here to give myself a chance to change, because it's an exchange program. So maybe I can change myself, I prove myself, and find out my passion here. So I know what exactly I want to do. So let me share what I really want to do. I want to open up an institute, like an education institute, which is different from all kinds of education systems we have in the world. What I want to do is take all the people of all the ages and come together to explore and know themselves. So just to give you an example, if suppose a person is into depression, or they want some new things to learn, or they just want to come out of their daily schedules and have a personality development, they can come over to my institute, and we would learn through activities, we would learn through traveling, we would learn through meeting new people, and we would have tasks and challenges to give you all and make it work. So this is the plan I have, but I do not know how to go. Like, I do not know the path, because definitely this may not sound. So I have a book which I kept in Anne's car, but that has my whole business plan. So I need a lot of finances and time and obviously human resources. So I think I should be doing MBA, but I think that is too mainstream. So I haven't picked out my course or my university, but I'll get back to your question soon before I go. Because I have to take admissions before I go. I'm not there to give any of the entrances exams, and my admission is going to be taken by my parents. So yeah. Thank you for reminding. I really have to think about it.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Here, stay up here for another second. A couple weeks ago, you mentioned that as part of your Rotary experience, toward the end of the time, you get a chance to travel, and your dad said, "Yep, go for it, but it's on you."
Yeah.
So throughout this year, I know you're going to be looking for different ways to fundraise toward that. Well, a couple weeks ago, I was lucky enough to win the raffle. So I want to pay it forward and give you $100 towards your goal. And hopefully, we'll come up with a lot of different ways to help you. Thank you for sharing with us today.
One more thing I would like to share is I am working to get all the Indian articles, and I'm making stuff which you can all buy and use for decorations at your home, or anything you think that I'm capable of. You can just let me know. I can take your orders and do something, because I really, really need money.
We appreciate you being here and sharing with us, and today was awesome. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was my pleasure.